They told you to just rest, didn't they? But merely resting isn't the answer. It is actually making things worse, and COPD and other lung diseases don't improve by just sitting still. You need movement, and today I'm going to show you just 5 simple exercises that will shock you and prove that resting is the real enemy. These exercises will help you breathe better, strengthen your lungs, and regain control of your life. May adlaw na tong tanan. I'm Nathan, I'm your occupational therapist, and my goal is to help you be more consistent with your therapy at home. So if you or someone you know have been told to just rest because of COPD or other lung diseases such as pneumonia, emphysema, pulmonary fibrosis, or even asthma, you've been lied to. Resting won't help you breathe better or stay independent. You really need to move. You need exercises that will retrain your lungs, build your strength, and improve oxygen efficiency. So today I'm going to show you about 5 exercises that will go beyond just sitting down and just wearing your supplemental oxygen. They'll help you breathe easier and get back your freedom. So believe me that there is a myth that resting is the best thing for COPD or other lung diseases. But the truth is, just resting and wearing your oxygen is the worst thing you can do. It will only weaken your lungs and muscles and even your willpower. You don't want to move or do anything that you love. So avoiding exertion makes your breathlessness worse and leaving you stuck in the cycle of weakness. So instead, let's do some gentle movement and breathing exercises that will retrain your lungs, improve your strength, and help you breathe better. All right, so we're going to do these exercises sitting down because you have COPD, right? Or you have another lung disease, and it'll be hard for you to do these exercises standing up. And if you are also a senior who is having a hard time catching your breath, try to do these exercises with me. It will help you improve your endurance and your ability to complete your self-care activities, right? So let's start with pursed lip breathing with a shoulder roll going backwards. This is a reset button for you, for your lungs, and this is way better than just sitting on your butt and doing nothing, right? So what you want to do is to sit down upright, and when you breathe out, you're going to breathe out with a pursed lip. All right, so a pursed lip is just making your lips as small as you can, like you're breathing out from a straw. All right, so follow along with me. So we're going to shoulder roll first and then breathe out. Let's do about 5, all right? Shoulder roll and breathe out. Shoulder roll again and breathe out. Let's do 2 more. Shoulder roll, breathe out. One more time, shoulder roll, and breathe out. So aside from making this exercise, aside from expanding your lungs, this is also one of the techniques to calm you down. This will reduce your anxiety. So most patients who have a breathing problem, most of the times they also have anxiety. So that is your pursed lip breathing with a shoulder roll. Now we're going to do a controlled exhale as you raise your arms up. This will train you to breathe easy while you are doing a strenuous activity, such as maybe putting on a shirt or washing your hair. So most of the time, if you have a lung disease such as COPD, emphysema, or pneumonia, doing your self-care activity is also hard to complete. So let's try to do a controlled exhale as you put your arms up. So you're going to exhale, and then as you bring your elbows down to your hips, you inhale. And then exhale, and inhale. Exhale, pushing up, and inhale, pushing down. So this exercise will help you improve your endurance while you're doing an activity that you have to do, such as getting dressed or washing your hair or even reaching up the cupboards. All right, so let's do 2 more. Exhale, pushing up, and then bring it down. Inhale. And one more time, exhale, and bring your elbows down. Inhale. And that is your controlled exhale while reaching your arms up. All right, let's try to do a cardio exercise. So this is very light. This is perfect for people with COPD, lung disease, or a senior who is having a hard time walking far. So this will improve the distance of your walks while still breathing easy. So we're going to do the supported wall marching, all right? So we are going to just walk about a foot or 2 feet away from the wall. Keep your arms straight, and you're just going to march. Try to bring your knee as high as possible, all right? So right, left, right, left. You're going to do an alternating knee raise or really high marches. But you have the wall to support yourself so that you're not even going to be very, very tired. Because if you are just marching in place like this, you might just be bringing your knees low. So on a supported wall, you are able to bring those knees higher. All right, let's try to do about 10 more. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And that is your supported wall marches. Now let's do a bonus tip. So I have here a breather. This has 2 dials right there, one on the left and one on the right. So on the left side is the inhale part and the right side is the exhale part. So these are resistance levels. So this will improve your ability to expand your lungs, improve the strength of your breathing muscles, including the intercostal or the muscles in between your ribs. It will also help you improve your walking distance, and it has been backed by the National Institute of Health that this will improve the inspiratory and the expiratory pressure of your lungs. So this is a really effective device. In fact, speech therapists would always recommend their patients who have COPD or other lung problems or lung diseases with this device. All right, so start with the lowest resistance first for the inhalation side, and the exhalation part, you also start with the lowest resistance, which is 1, and the highest resistance is 6. All right, so what you want to do is to just blow in about 6 seconds, very, very short, but as short as you can tolerate. So your exhalation is the blowing part, and when you inhale, it will be just about 2 or 3 seconds, all right? And try to hold in between those 2. So let me demonstrate. So I'm going to first blow out gently. Make sure you're not going to puff your cheeks when you are blowing out. So do not, just blow very gently like this. Right? And then when you inhale, you do it for about 2 to 3 seconds. You will feel that there is resistance there. Now, if it is just too easy for you, try to adjust the resistance level. Go to the second level, okay? So, again, try not to puff your cheeks when you're blowing out. Not like that. So, very gently, and try to hold your blowing, your breathing out for about 6 seconds. And then inhale. Hold, and then blow again for 6 seconds. I was only able to blow for about 5 seconds. That is not even an exact number of seconds, right? So again, just try to blow for as long as you can, and try to inhale for as long as you can, and holding in between those two cycles for about 2 or 3 seconds, all right? So one more demonstration. Inhale, hold, and then blow. Hold again, and then inhale. So you're sucking from the mouthpiece, and then blow again. So, like I said, most of the speech therapists that I know recommend this device, the breather, to their patients who have COPD, pneumonia, emphysema, even pulmonary fibrosis, or those who have a hard time catching their breath. This really improves their lung function. So I'm going to leave a link down below in the comment section if you want to get you this device, and this is very, very effective. Trust me. Try to do this about twice a day to start with for 6 days a week. All right, so twice a day, 10 times, 6 days a week. All right, and you will see your breathing will be easier, and you might be able to spit out more mucus after doing this exercise. Trust me. All right, that wasn't so hard, was it? So here's the truth. Resting isn't your friend, and merely just wearing your supplemental oxygen and taking your medicine is not enough. So you really need to do these exercises. Which reminds me, if you are following along, we are going to do the attendance check. So type down below in the comment section, still breathing, all right? Just 2 words, still breathing. This will let me know that you are following along and doing the exercises with me. So if you find this video helpful, please click on that subscribe button and share this video to somebody you know who has COPD, lung disease, or somebody who is a senior who is having a hard time catching their breath. They're always short of breath and they can't even walk far. So share this video to them. This will greatly help them. And just a reminder, consistency is the key and never give up. Until next time, paalam, zoom!